Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and welcome to day 71 of our 100-day countdown to the best version of ourselves in the new year. I'm so glad you're here. For those who just joined us, you are right on time. There's never a better time than now to get your health in order. And for those who have been here all 29 days, congratulations. No matter for all of us, let's continue to know our why. What is the why that we want to get healthy? Why that we want to lose weight? Why that we're changing our lifestyle? That why will be your guide in sticking with your plan. So what I want to talk about today are my numbers. I totally had a blood draw yesterday and I got all my numbers, and some people know that because I posted it, and it was kind of a crazy day. What happened was I thought I was going to get my blood drawn in the morning, which would have been about 14 hours of fasting, but it was closed. So I didn't get it done until the late afternoon. And by the time I had dinner, I was at the 26-hour mark. And after like 6 vials of blood, a urinalysis, the flu shot, I lost it. I felt so bad. I had to apologize to the dinner party and just say, I have to carefully limp my way home. And I did. And then finally, I went to sleep. I still sound totally wiped out. Because at 3:30 in the morning, I was hearing my phone go off suggesting that my lab results were in. And I really wanted to see those. I waited 11 months since my last blood draw. And 11 months ago, I was just in the thick of the South American diet, really. I was kind of binging. I was kind of a weekend warrior of eating all the treats I could get and kind of toying with a little bit of healthiness during the week. But I was a mess, and I got my blood drawn then, and this was my blood draw at that time. So I have it right here. So basically, if you're under 200 for cholesterol, it's considered healthy. And the truth is, I've never been above 200. And I've been way above 200 pounds, but my cholesterol has never been above 200. But this was a wake-up call for me because it was the highest it had ever been. So my overall cholesterol was 189. And I was like, tick-tock, man, you are coming up on 200. And if you don't turn it around, you're going to get there. And then the triglycerides, which are supposed to be under 150, were at 136. Again, way too close for comfort. And then for the HDL, which is your good cholesterol, mine had gone down to 49. And I know that like 40 is the lowest, and they prefer it to be closer to 99. So I was just like, girl, you are in trouble. I didn't know what to do at the time because I was familiar with vegetarians, but not with vegans, and certainly not whole food plant-based. So it was all new to me. I kind of was looking around at some of that. And in January, I always mention Tanny Raw, but in January I had a conversation with Tanny Raw and was kind of trying to find out more about vegan. I'd never heard of raw vegan. I was trying to get into it a little bit. And then finally, it wasn't really until July that I did a Tanny Raw reset and kind of just really, really got on board. So it's only been a few months that I've been really eating clean. Anyway, this was the difference in that time. So originally it was 189. I do have the right one. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my paperwork. It was 189, and from 189 it went down to 158. So what is that? A 41-point drop, which was amazing for my overall cholesterol. And then the triglycerides went from 136 down to 97, which was fabulous. And then my HDL, which it's not amazing, but it did climb up in the right direction to 55, and I will take it. They say anywhere between 50, above 50, let's just say, is considered pretty reasonable. So that was my cholesterol. And high blood pressure and heart disease has never really run in my family. But when you're this heavy, it doesn't matter what the history of your family is. You know, it's like standing before the Lord. We all stand there by ourselves, and our inner truth, which are our numbers, are only true for us. So I don't want to play that game anymore. Okay, so then I got my glucose done, which is your blood sugar, right? And that's like the big thing where everybody's pre-diabetic. And I, no offense, but I see the pre-diabetic as just cha-ching, for doctors. So anyway, last year, again, my numbers to anyone would be reasonable as a 52-year-old woman who's overweight. And my fasting glucose was like 96. And that was kind of a panic for me because they wanted under 99. And then my it's called an AC1, I think, is the one where they're checking for diabetes. And if it's above 5.7, you're for sure pre-diabetic. If it's above 6.9, you are diabetic. And mine was like 5.6, which was way too close for comfort, both of those numbers. So when I got it done yesterday, my fasting glucose was only 78, which is pretty impressive. And then my AC1 was 5.2, which is like, hi, goodbye, pre-diabetic. No way, luckily. So then I get to my thyroid. I was diagnosed with a hypothyroid like 10 years ago. They did the ink and everything. It was completely valid. And then, worse than that, I was diagnosed with kidney disease and chronic kidney disease. So sometimes people have an acute kidney situation. Mine was chronic, meaning my kidneys were shot. And they were even talking dialysis, which again for me was just another number sign, money sign. And I was like, I'm out of here. So I got off all medication. And if your kidneys are below 60 for more than 3 months, and mine were for 7 years, you're considered to have kidney disease. So finally last year, even though I was mostly on the SAD diet, my kidneys had been building over the last 8 years. And finally last year they got to 70, which was amazing because it was considered an actual healthy range, a low normal healthy range. And so then yesterday, when I went ahead and checked them, they were only at 65. And I was so distraught. Granted, it's only been a few months of eating this way, but I didn't expect them to go down, even though I know stress can do that. And I was stressed beyond measure yesterday. So I was kind of throwing a fit in the middle of the night with the Lord. And he was like, seriously, Juliana, how many miracles do you want? I mean, like, you've got all this stuff. I even found out, like with my thyroid, I had quit the medication 4 months ago. I told my doctor, peace out. And that number held. So 4 months later, only taking a supplement of a kelp pill. I just take a kelp pill, which is considered iodine. They've been able to hold at a normal range. So that was amazing. So he's like, okay, let me get this straight. Your cholesterol's good. Your sugar level's good. Your hyperthyroid is handled. Your kidneys are in a low normal range. And you're here complaining to me? What? I have other people. I was like so humbled. But mostly what he was saying to me was at this point, yes, I've done everything I can to heal you, but you're not done by any means. And I know I'm not. I've got this thin face, but I'm a heavyweight champ. I am nowhere out of the woods. My organs are still padded with fat. So I honestly believe that a truly healthy vegan, people complain about people like Tanny Raw, Fully Raw Christina, even Jack, what does he go by? Oh, I can't think. Tropical Raw Living. Or even Liz's Raw Food Romance. All those people, they're all super thin. Even Hannah, High Carb Hannah. If you've seen her before, it's like, 78 pounds ago. Wow. All those people are thin. They have no stomach to speak of, and they're just completely normal weight. I am certain that's the way the body is designed. I think that you can still eat 1,600 calories, whatever, and that your body will ultimately hit a total normal, just naturally thin weight. And so I'm going towards that. But until I'm there, I have to be fair. These numbers are already amazing for anyone. They are in the healthy range across the board. They can only get better as I continue to unpad my body. Okay, so that's my truth. Sorry to the Lord. I apologize already, but I was kind of fit throwing and panicking. And then I spent the next 3 hours on WebMD, American Kidney Society, American Thyroid, like all this stuff, doing all this research to just calm myself down and say, girl, you are blessed. You're not just blessed, you're Jules Blessed Vegan. So I never say this, but if you like this video, push like. And if you want to, please subscribe, because I want to build this community so that other people can share their truth. Do you know your numbers? Are you too afraid to get them checked? Do you know that knowledge is power and that you don't have to be a dollar sign or a new customer for a doctor, but in knowing your truth, you can definitely gain information, not gain, but to work towards it. So where are you at? Please share in the comments. I'd love to know. And until we talk again, be blessed.